Yo, let's talk about maximizing your personal growth and self-development program. And if you're a coach, consultant, or an entrepreneur, let me show you also how to leverage maximizing your personal growth and self-development into building a better brand, attracting the right people to you so that you can have the ideal client to work with in your business brand or your coaching program. Do me a favor, comment in the chat where you're from. Also, drop the name of your business and or your brand. If you're already building something special, just don't post any links. And it is time, man. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, really quickly, for those of you who do not know me, my name is H. Cortez, also known as the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite followpreneur from ThorntonOnlineMarketing.com. And we're on a mission to empower working Americans economically through financial literacy with an emphasis on personal brand development and entrepreneurship. Particularly today, I want to give some tips for those of you who are into coaching, if you are into mentorship, if you have a book or a program, you teach workshops. I'm going to show you how you can leverage personal growth and self-development and turn those things into ways that people will engage with your brand a little bit better. You're going to be able to attract the ideal client, and you're going to ultimately be able to grow your business through your personal growth and self-development. Because one thing that I know, if you're a serious entrepreneur, you are in some sort of personal growth and self-development program. So let's talk about how you're going to maximize that and at the same time use it to grow your tribe, to provide value to the people that know, like, and trust you, that are following you, and you can start attracting the ideal client to help get you to the next level. Do me a huge favor, guys. Go ahead and smash that share button. If you have not already shared the stream already, I guarantee it, somebody on your timeline is trying to figure some of these things out. So let's go ahead and hit that share button. I'm actually going to share right now to my personal page, get a watch party going on my personal timeline as well. But comment in the chat where you're from. Also drop the name of your business and or your brand. Integrity Wealth Solutions is in the building. So real quick, before we get into the content for today, I've got to make this announcement, man. Listen, COVID, Corona, quarantine has done a toll on a lot of people financially. So I want to make you guys this offer. If you don't already have someone in your corner helping you improve your credit, helping you get out of debt, helping you lower your taxes, helping you with your wealth building game plan, then I'll put a link in the comments for you guys to check that out. We have a program where you can get certified licensed professionals to help you with all of that stuff. And a husband and wife can get one membership for $79 a month, and it will cover both of them with their credit repair, their tax strategies, their debt elimination, as well as their overall wealth building game plan. Also, for those of you who have good products and services and you're looking to get them out in front of more and more people, inbox me if you like the opportunity to jump on a live stream with me and introduce what you have to our audience. If it's a good fit, then we could work something out to where it be cost effective for you and you can get the results that you desire. And those of you who are into coaching and mentorship and you're consulting, but you don't have a course, you don't have a game plan, maybe you don't have that book, but you got it in, you haven't gotten it out. Well, I want you to stick around to the end because I'm going to talk about the special workshop that I'm going to do and help you guys create that type of material. So how do you make your personal growth and self-development program do a lot more for you, while at the same time building your brand and attracting to you the ideal clients and customers that you want to work with? That's what we're talking about today. So let me just share with you one of my processes, one of my methods. And I think you guys are going to find value out of this. But I know that everybody has a personal growth and self-development program. So the first thing that you want to do, if you are not already doing this, is make sure you find something to listen to and read every single day, right? So when I do my workout in the morning, I'm listening to some personal growth and self-development 95% of the time, right? The other 5% of the time, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm bumping some Tupac. I might be pumping some UGK. I might be pumping some, and these are things that I came up with in the early to mid 90s, right? I might be pumping some 8 Ball and MJG. I might be pumping some Bone Thugs and Harmony I was listening to yesterday, man. But 95% of the time, I'm listening to personal growth and self-development type stuff, right? So that's when I'm working out. So I'm constantly listening and growing myself and developing myself. But here's one of the things that you have to understand, guys. Everything that you're doing on a day-to-day basis is contributing to your personal growth and self-development. Everything, listen, everything is personal growth or self-development. The question you have to ask yourself is, what direction are you growing in? I'm gonna say it again. Everything that you do every day contributes to your personal growth and development. The question is, are you being intentional about it so that you are growing in the direction that you want to go in? Give you an example, right? Some of the days I don't work out like I should on my regular schedule. Well, guess what? If I miss a day that I'm supposed to train on my regularly scheduled day to train, and I come up with some excuse not to, and I don't do it, that's contributing to my personal growth in the opposite direction that I want to go in. So I want you to keep in mind, everything is personal growth and self-development. But here's how, or one of the methods that I use. So I listen constantly, I read constantly, but then there's a difference between listening and studying, right? When I listen, I'm doing some other things. I'm not focused. When I'm reading to get through some material, I'm not necessarily studying that material, right? But when I get into study mode, I got a pen and I got a pad, I've got a highlighter, and I'm taking some notes. So let me show you a little bit of my process on how I do this with video, right? So I'm going to test it first. So you guys tell me if you guys can hear this. So I'm sharing my screen, and then let me just get to the right place that I want to be at with my screen share. All right. So now let me share my screen. Boom. All right. Tell me if you guys can hear this real quick. I need to know that you can hear it before we go forward. Can you hear that? Somebody let me know. Were you able to hear that video playing? Because it's not going to be as effective if you can't hear that, right? Because here's what I do. When I'm in study mode, I will take a video like this and I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to take notes, right? So Rod said no, Cameron said no. So you guys were not able to hear that video. All right, so I'll just set it up for you. Can't hear. Okay, I appreciate that, guys. I needed to make sure whether or not you could hear that. All right, so I'll set it up even though you guys cannot hear it. I'll set it up so you can't hear the video, but basically this is a motivational video. Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me just grab the link because you guys might want to subscribe to this channel yourselves so that it's a great channel for all types of motivation, man. Let me throw this link in the comments. And you guys know me, I like to introduce you to everything that I do. I'm not one of those guys who says, I'm not going to turn you on to the source, right? Let me remove my branding as well since I'm screen sharing. I'm not one of those guys that tries to hide the source of what I'm doing from people. I want you guys to know exactly where I get my material. and all of that good stuff. Let me also share this to Facebook. All right, so what's happening in this video is just a motivational clip, and Will Smith is the main voice because it's inspiration by Will Smith, right? So what I do is I'm going to listen to about 2 or 3 minutes of this, and believe it or not, guys, in 2 or 3 minutes, I will actually get some nuggets that's gonna hit me and rock me to my core, and I write those down, right? And this is part of the process of getting the most out of your personal growth and self-development. What you write on a line stays in your mind, right? That's a quote from one of my old pastors, David Blunt. What you write on a line stays in your mind. So I'm gonna take some notes based on the couple minutes that it's playing. Then I'll show you how I then maximize that even further, because I'm assuming that you guys are already taking notes on the things that you're listening to and learning from. I'm assuming that you're constantly listening to some sort of personal growth and self-development program. You're attending workshops, you got some coaches and mentors in your life. I'm assuming you're doing all of this stuff. And if you're not, then you might want to start. So I'm going to let this play for a couple minutes, grab a couple notes, and then I'm going to show you what I do beyond that as well. Let me see if I turn it up. Maybe you guys will be able to hear from my TV. Nobody wants to die. And that's just the center of any dream into fruition. Something as simple. All right. So he said at the center of bringing any, I'm gonna go back in and hear it again, because this is part of the process. I might need to hear that 3 or 4 times. All right, at the center of bringing any dream into fruition is self-discipline. All right, now, if self-discipline is one of the things that punch me in my gut, I'm going to listen to some more of this, and then I'm going to go in on YouTube and I'm going to type self-discipline motivation. And I'm going to listen to a few more things on self-discipline, right? Because I'm trying to positively affect my personal growth and self-development, right? So I'm going to listen to some of these things specifically, right? So now I have this as one of my core notes. So what can I do with this to further build out my and maximize my personal growth and self-development, right? For me, I would take this quote and I'll probably write it on my whiteboard in the office here, right? And then I might write it on the mirror in my bathroom, right? I might scribble it down in a couple of different places, and I'm just constantly looking at this as as to let it further seep in, right? So I'm going to write it down several times. I'm going to read it. I'm going to listen to it. One of the things that I like to do when I hear something that's powerful and it impacts me, I will record it on my with my voice recorder on my phone, and then I'll play it. I'll record it like this is a simple quote. So I might read this quote 5 times back to back when I record it. Right. So then I will take this quote and stretch it out over a minute. And then I will play that minute over and over because I want this to get into my spirit. Right. But then, you know what I do to really cement this thing? And this is how, if you're a coach, consultant, entrepreneur, and you're trying to attract people to you, you're using attraction marketing. Then what I would do is I would take this, internalize it, then I would turn around and I would teach it and share it with my audience, right? I would take this, internalize it, then turn around and teach it to my audience. Man, you know what I just heard Will Smith say? He said, at the center of bringing any dream into fruition is self-discipline. Guys, my personal definition of self-discipline is when you do the things that you know need to be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it and or when you're tempted to do otherwise. So I would just teach that thing, and in teaching it, it causes me to meditate on it and keep it top of mind for a couple days, right? And also in teaching it, what it does is, because I'm putting that out into the universe and I'm sharing that and I'm pouring into people's lives with a positive message like this, it starts to attract to me people who also feel this exact same way. And if you're a coach, consultant, or a business owner of some sort, and you're trying to build a tribe, get more people to know, like, and trust you, when you're putting out positivity like this, you start attracting positive people. And positive people are the people that you want to be doing business with. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? You're also going to, by default, turn off the people who are not growing in the same direction. You guys won't believe how many people, man, I ain't listening to Cortez, man. He's always talking positive. That's exactly the result that I'm trying to get. I want to weed out people who are not on this journey and going in a positive direction. I want to weed out the people who are not ambitious, who are not focused on building legacy by what I talk about all the time. And at the same time, I'm attracting to me the people who will resonate with this message, right? Now, I'm going to share my screen with you one more time. I'm going to show you a couple different ways that I do this. For me personally, it is through video marketing, right? I love being in front of the camera, sharing my point of view with you, teaching, educating, and really just expressing my thoughts. Because again, you guys have heard me say this, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to me, and you guys just get to hear it out loud, right? That's what a lot of people don't realize about what I do. I'm not teaching you as much as I am teaching me. As much as I am teaching my children and my children's children, as they're going to be able to go back 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 40 years from now, go to whatever platform YouTube morphs into, and they're going to be able to listen to their grandfather, their great grandfather, speak his point of view on success, on finances, on building businesses, branding and marketing, helping working Americans take their brand to the next level, escape the rat race, start and grow businesses. They're going to be able to hear that. So I'm not teaching you as much as I'm teaching me, and I'm teaching the next generation of Thorntons that will be coming behind me, right? That's important. But in the process, I'm attracting to me other like-minded people who might want one of my products or services along the way. So one of the things that I do is definitely I do video marketing for sure. This video can also be turned into a podcast. I can take the audio from this video. It's one of the things that I love about StreamYard. And if you guys are not using StreamYard in your marketing, then you definitely want to do that. And I'm going to put the link so that you can get your free StreamYard account through my affiliate link if you want. And it's a great way to get your message out. And you do not have to be on camera, mind you, but I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's see. All right, so all you got to do is click on the link. You can set up a free account. The free account does a lot, right? So you don't have to have the paid account. The free account does a lot. I need to change this to all. So I need to post that again, so it goes to both platforms. Right. So some of you guys are saying, well, Cortez, I like that. I like to be able to go and listen to some stuff. Then I would like to share my thoughts with how I feel about those things, but I don't want to be on camera. Well, guess what? You can still do a Facebook Live with StreamYard, and all you got to do is turn your camera off, put a nice picture up, and you could be talking to people and recording it at the same time. And now you could be using the video clips to create podcasts and things of that nature. In fact, a lot of podcast hosts that I know are not doing this. And I'm like, why would you not put a camera in front of your face? Why would you not have StreamYard and be streaming your recording of your podcast straight to Facebook and YouTube and some of these other platforms to grow your audience, right? Now, I just like for y'all to see my ugly mug, so I'm going to stay on camera, right? The other thing that I like to do is I could then take that same quote. Let me share my screen with you one more time. I can take that same quote and then I can use a platform like Canva.com and then create a meme like this, right? This particular quote says, with every act of self-care, your authentic self gets stronger and the critical, fearful mind gets weaker. Every act of self-care is a powerful declaration. I am on my side. I am on my side. Now, the author was unknown. And then I have my website here. You see the whole background is actually my logo. Now I'm creating branding. And I'm still feeding my following with good, positive information, right? And I'll put this stuff on my Facebook page. I'll put this on my Instagram, and it might get shared a few different times. And people start to follow based on the positive vibe that I'm constantly putting out, right? That's the key, right? So I took my personal growth and self-development, which I'm doing for me, whether you see it or not. But then I'm saying, well, why not use this to continue to grow my brand and attract the right people to me, right? Gary says, oh, okay, you dropping jewels again today. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you always tuning in and showing love and engaging with the show, right? Here's another meme that I created. Same way. Right, you notice that the background has my logo on it because people like to take your stuff and they like to share it and they don't want to give you credit, but that's okay. You can't help but give me credit because of my watermark, right? It says, whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon must inevitably come to pass. That's from Paul J. Meyer, right? I'm studying, right, 2 books on leadership. I do the same thing with the books that I read, right? This is the book by Paul J. Meyer, 5 Pillars of Leadership, right? So I do the same thing with books. I take and I study and I find something that, man, resonates with me. I study on it. I meditate on it. I sit with it. And then I turn it into a piece of branded content that could, first and foremost, bless somebody else's life, right? B, then it also grows my brand. Does that make sense? Anybody have any questions on the power of leveraging your personal growth and self-development program in this way and creating and building up on your brand using this method, while at the same time you're attracting positive people to you? And those positive people, 9 times out of 10, are ambitious. 9 times out of 10, they want more out of life. And if you're a coach or consultant, whether you're a life coach, financial coach, spiritual coach, chances are you doing this kind of stuff will attract the ideal person into your tribe. And those people might, over time get to know, like, and trust you, learn what it is that you have to offer, and ultimately want to work with you and allow you to coach them through whatever it is that they are trying to get through. So really quickly, I got one more special offer for you coaches and you consultants. I'm putting together a very special workshop where I'm going to allow you to watch me create a digital course live, right? I'm going to allow you to watch me create a digital course live. This is a live workshop where you're going to be able to have moments where you can ask me what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. I'm going to give you all the resources and the tools that I use to create and build my brand. In fact, the course that I'm going to be creating in front of you live is going to be about content creation, right? I haven't named it yet, but it might be the content marketing blueprint or something to that effect. But I'm going to be teaching people how to create content and how to never run out of content and how to best leverage that content using the 4 ways that we communicate: spoken word, written word, video, and then also images. If you would like to participate in that workshop, then I need you to comment workshop. Now, it's not going to be free, guys. It's going to be $97 for you to jump on that workshop. It's going to last probably 3 hours. So you're going to need to block out a Saturday. I think we're 2 weeks out. I'm still pulling everything together to make sure logistically I can deliver what I want and make sure I got all my tools in order so that you guys can see exactly what we're doing. But you're going to learn 2 things on one workshop, guys. This is why the value is bananas. First thing you're going to learn is you're going to learn content marketing, right? Because that's the course we're creating. The second thing you're going to learn is you're going to learn how to create a course, right? On the same workshop, you're learning 2 things at one time. The third thing you're going to learn is affiliate marketing, because guess what? In addition to you learning how to create a course, in addition to you learning how to leverage content marketing, I'm also going to give you a license to sell the course that we create live, and you keep all the profits. I know, man, you're thinking, man, $97. Yeah, man, I think I might have to do I might have to change that up a little bit. Now that I said that out loud, you're learning 2 lessons, 3 lessons. You're learning how to create a course, you're learning content marketing, and you're learning affiliate marketing at the same time in one course for $97. And you get to resell the course and keep all the profits. I might have to change that up a little bit. But for now, if you guys want me to send you an invoice so you can lock in the $97, just in case I do decide to increase the price, I will honor this for everybody who heard me just live. Idarius says, I'm not sure if you suggested with this before, but I need a bit of help with hashtags. How do you come up with fresh, relevant, and even possibly viral hashtags to use on your content? I have not done a whole lot of training on hashtags, primarily because I don't use a lot of hashtagging in my marketing, as hashtags became very dominant on Instagram. But I do know enough to kind of share a few of my thoughts, right? So what I would do, Idarius, if you're thinking about hashtags, let me just real quickly share my screen one more time. And when I do come up with hashtags for my branding, what I do is I use Instagram on the computer and not on the cell and not on my phone, because then I think I can do a little bit better job of identifying hashtags. And there are also some apps and things of that nature that will help you create hashtag trees and hashtag it's kind of like webs, right? So you put your main hashtag in, then it gives you some supplemental hashtags and that kind of stuff. I don't use any of those, but when I created the few hashtags that I use, I'll show you how I did it. Let me just hop over to Instagram real quick. Let's see, Instagram. I would do this on, like I said, on my laptop or my computer and not on my phone. All right, so not now. All right, now what I would do, let me share my screen with you. I'm gonna go full screen on this one. So now what I would do, now that I'm on Instagram, I would start doing some searches. I would start with broadband keywords. So like me, let me remove my branding real quick as well so that doesn't get in the way. of. So with me, for instance, if I'm talking about building wealth, like I do, Financial Health Mentor brand on Instagram is all about wealth strategies, right? So I would start with a keyword phrase like wealth. So that's first. I'm sorry, I need to do a hashtag. So now, as you look, Idarius, Instagram is already helping me build my list, right? But it's also telling me how many posts I will have to compete with based on these particular words. So a good person to study on this, to follow on this, is Sunny Lenarduzzi. Sunny Lenarduzzi is a beast at teaching how to grow and explode your Instagram using hashtags, right? So I see wealth is my broad keyword. 14 million posts out there consist with wealth. Then it goes down to wealthy, which is 2 million. Then wealth mindset is a little bit less. So what I would do, Idarius, is while I would use wealth as one of my hashtags, that wouldn't be what I'm trying to rank for, right? Make my posts show up on Instagram. I would look for something in the area of wealth that's less competitive. So if I scroll down and see wealth coach right here, you see that is 75,229 posts. Still a lot. Since I'm relatively new on Instagram, I have like 1,500 followers or something like that. I want to break through where there are a lot less, there's a lot less competition, right? So I'm just scrolling down and looking, and just trying to see if I can drill down a little bit. So like this, wealthy men, there's 61,000 posts out there for wealthy men. So now what I would do, Idarius, I would say, okay, now I'm drilling down a little bit to a specific target. Then I would go up here and do hashtag wealthy men, and I will let the algorithm do its thing again, right? And now that it's done its thing again, now it's going from 20,000. Now it says wealth mentality, right? That's only 5,000 posts out there. Wealth mentors, there's only 585. See, I would take wealth mentors and say, listen, there's only 585 posts out there. I can certainly put greater content out there that is better than the 585 posts that exist, right? Wealth mentor, 2,000 posts. That might be one that I go for. So wealth mentality, wealth mentors, wealth mentor with no S, wealth men, and let's see, wealth mentoring, wealth mentality family. So the way that I learned from Sunny that the hashtags work, Idarius, is you've got 25 hashtags. So my first 5 hashtags would be hashtags with less than 1,000 posts that already exist, right? Then my next 5 hashtags will be hashtags are from 1,001 up to 5,000 posts. Then my next group of hashtags will be 5,001 up to maybe 20,000. And then my fourth grouping would be 20,001 all the way up to 100,000. And then my fifth grouping would be 100,000 all the way up to the 14 million in the broad keyword, the broad hashtag. So now I'm probably not going to compete early on with the 14 million, the 100,000, the 20,000, but I can certainly compete with the less than 1,000. And the way these algorithms work, the more people the more engagement you get on the lower levels, then they'll start bumping you up to higher and higher and higher levels. So that would be my strategy for keywords. But again, Instagram is not my dominant platform. So I learn these things because when I do transition to that platform a little bit more full-time basis and a little bit more effort, I want to know what to do when I get there. So I think the max though, so let's say 10 then for good measure. No, the max is 25. The max is actually 30, but Sonny says keep it at 25, right? Sonny says keep it at 25. So what I would do is those 5 hashtags that are smaller, I would create 15 to 20 posts with that being the dominant hashtag. So now, even though there's 500 posts out there, 15 of them are mine. And who knows, out of the 500 posts that are out there with that hashtag, they could be from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. These algorithms are all about relevancy as well, right? So I'm glad that helped you, brother. Again, if you're a coach or consultant and you don't already have a course, you don't already have any digital content, then you might want to, check her out, man. Sunny Lenarduzzi is my go-to for Instagram and YouTube growth. Also, I'll show you what her profile looks like. So let me just look her up. Again, guys, you know I don't have any problem sharing with you my sources, right? I think it's Leonard. There it is. No, that's not it. That's a fake. That's a fake profile for Sunny. There it is. All right, so I'll copy her name so that you get it right. All right. So Sunny Lenarduzzi. Somebody else that you might want to really check out is also my guy Ping Jun. Ping is a beast if you're not familiar with him as well. There he is. And when I say beast, guys, I'm saying that in that their teaching style, their training style matches the way that I like to learn. That's why I resonate with them. And so you might not resonate with them in the same way, but find somebody. So I need the teaching style and the learning style to match with me. And then I also need them to have the results, right? And you will see that both Sunny and Ping, Sunny has 140,000, 45,000 followers on IG, and Ping has 1 million followers, right? So yeah, he said, I'm big on Ping. Yeah, Ping is my guy, man. You know, just someone who is very down to earth, but he's very serious and really likes to bring a tremendous amount of value to what it is that he does, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I have been on here longer than I had anticipated, but nevertheless, it's all good, man. Nevertheless, I wanted to share that with you because if you're into personal growth and self-development, you might as well then leverage some of that material that you're learning and allow that to help grow and build your brand and take you to the next level. So hopefully, you said I left Sunny alone. Yeah, Sunny is my girl though, man. I just love her the way she brings her material and her teaching. So until I talk to you guys next time, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. Remember, all you got to do is comment workshop if you want me to get you the information on that particular workshop. If you need help with your finances, then I'll put the link in there for our Financial Edge membership. And hopefully you just guys have gotten enough value out of this to make you want to share it with a friend. So until I talk to you next time, get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.